NBA, but every team has 15 of their best player, and they'll be competing in a tournament to see which team is best. Both the Nuggets and Bucks get a bye from round 1, and hopping right into round 1, we have the Kings playing the Grizzlies. And this was a great matchup. 2 point guards around the same overall, and it was back and forth the entire game. All these games will be going to 21 points for this tournament, but it was De'Aaron Fox leading 19-15. Ja hit a 3 to cut the lead down to 1, but Fox ended the game with a step back midi to win 21-18. Next up was the Bulls facing the Suns. I thought Durant was going to blow out Levine here, but everything was tied up at 14. From here, Durant took over the game and ended up winning 21-16. After them was the Rockets facing the 76ers, and yet again, despite Embiid being a lot higher overall than Şengün, this game went down to the wire. Şengün was winning 20-19, but Embiid scored 2 unanswered baskets to win the game 23-20. Next was the Wizards facing the Mavericks, and Jordan Poole did pretty good this game. Lucas started off with a 16-9 lead, but Poole was able to come back, cutting the lead down to just 2 points. Unfortunately for him, Luka ended the game with a 3, winning 23-18. Following them was the Pacers facing the Knicks. Despite being a lot higher overall, Brunson could not handle Siakam's size. While the game was back and forth to start, Siakam took over in the second half, winning 22-16, giving us our first big upset. Next was the Nets facing the Lakers. Anthony Davis is the highest rated player on the Lakers currently, and this is the first time in LeBron's career where he isn't the highest rated player on his team. And this game was a complete blowout. Cam Thomas stood no chance against AD, and AD won 21-13. After them was the Pistons facing the Clippers, and this game was a battle. It was back and forth all game, and Kawhi led the game up 20-19. But on the next possession, Cade Cunningham hit a 3 to win 22-20, giving us our second major upset. Next up was the Hornets facing the Magic. Again, we had another really close game going back and forth. LaMelo was leading Banchero 20-19, but just like last game, Banchero hit a 3 to win 22-20. Then we had the Raptors facing the Warriors. Despite Curry being way higher of an overall than Scotty Barnes, it was another close game. I think Curry may struggle later in this tournament due to being very small compared to other players, but tied up at 19, Curry hit a heavily contested shot to win 21-19. Following them was the Heat facing the Timberwolves. This game ended up being a blowout in favor of Jimmy Butler. Anthony Edwards is a lot higher of an overall, but he couldn't get anything going this game. Jimmy won 21-12. Next was the Trailblazers facing the Thunder. Despite DeAndre Ayton being the worst player in this tournament, he kept it really close against SGA. All tied up at 19, SGA had a tough layup to win 21-19. After them was the Hawks facing the Spurs, and Wemby blew out Trae Young. Wemby is going to be very hard to beat in this tournament. He's just so overpowered in 2K, and he ended up winning 21-10. Following them was the Jazz versus the Celtics, and we are back to the close games here. All tied up at 19, Markkanen fouled Tatum. Going to the free throw line, Tatum was able to hit both his shots to win 21-19. And the final game of round 1 was the Pelicans playing the Cavs. With the major size advantage for Zion, I thought he would do better, but Donovan Mitchell led the entire game and won 22-17. So we have made it to round 2. 16 teams remain, and our first game of round 2 is the Kings facing the Nuggets. Finally getting to see Jokic play here, and as the highest rated player in the game, he blew out De'Aaron Fox, winning the game 22-14. Following them was the 76ers playing the Suns. Embiid and Durant are very similar overalls, but Embiid led the entire game. While it was still pretty close, Embiid won 21-17. Next up was the Pacers facing the Mavericks. Luka was dominating Siakam, and it was looking like he would win quite easily, taking a 20-13 lead. But Siakam went on a run, cutting the lead to just 2 points, but taking a move out of Siakam's book, Luka hit a spin move layup to win 22-18. After them was the Pistons facing the Lakers. Cade had another surprising game here, and against all odds dominated Anthony Davis. He ended up blowing him out, winning 22-13. Then we had the Magic playing the Bucks, and we had another close game here, going back and forth the whole time. Banchero put up a great fight, but Giannis led the entire game. Up 20-18, Giannis got fouled and hit a free throw to win 21-18. Next was the Heat playing the Warriors, and Curry blew out Jimmy Butler here. His three-point shooting is just too overpowered, and Curry won 21-11. Following them was the Spurs playing the Thunder, and yet again, Wemby looked unstoppable. He dominated SGA all game and ended up winning 22-18. And the final game of round 2 was the Celtics facing the Cavs. This game was not close at all. Tatum blew out Donovan Mitchell and won 23-15. So we are down to our final 8 teams now, and starting off in round 3, we have the 76ers playing the Nuggets. The past 2 two MVP winners facing off here, and Jokic showed why he has 3 MVPs compared to Embiid's 1. He dominated Embiid. It wasn't a close game at all. Jokic won 21-14. Following them was the Pistons facing the Mavericks, and we had another blowout this game, this time in favor of Luka Doncic. Cade stood no chance against him, and Luka won 22-14. Next was the Warriors facing the Bucks, and we finally had a close game this round. Giannis led the game 20-15, but Curry hit a 3 to cut the lead to just 2 points. With the ability to end the game, Giannis pulled up from 3 and drained the shot to win 23-18. And finally, we had the Spurs playing the Celtics. Another absolute battle of a game. The two went back and forth all game, so everything was tied up at 21. From here, Wemby ended the game with a deep 2, winning 23-21. And we are down to our final 4 teams now, starting off with the Mavericks facing the Nuggets, the 1 versus 4 seed facing off here, and it was a great game. After being close all game, Luka managed to take a 17-15 lead. Luka up by 2. Gonna take the 3-pointer, and he drains it to go up to 20 points. Jokic needs a bucket right here, down by 5 points, the biggest lead of the game. He puts up a 3, and he misses it, gets his own board, and he posters Luka. Jokic down by 3, needs a stop right here. Luka driving, that's a tough layup. He misses it. Jokic with the board, gonna post up, gets it to the 3-point line, puts up the shot, and it falls. Jokic ties the game up at 20. The next player to score wins, which Luka will take the last shot. Nice screen right there. Luka driving for the layup, and it is good. Luka defeats Jokic 22-20, and he is going to be moving on to the finals. Onto our other semifinals game, we have the Spurs facing the Bucks, and just like the other game, this one was very close as well. Giannis having a 17-16 lead over Wemby. This game has been very boring. A lot of great defense, not a lot of scoring. Giannis inside, blocked by Wemby. There's been a lot of that, a lot of stops. Wemby from 3, and he drains the 3-pointer to take the 2-point lead. So Wemby only needs 1 more basket to win here, unless Giannis hits a 3, which he has been hitting 3s in this video. Giannis driving, and he gets fouled, and 1 for Giannis right there. We're tied up at 19. Giannis going to the line, shoots his free throw, and he hits it to take a 1-point lead. So Wemby can't win on a 2 here. He has to hit a 3 to win the game. You do have to win by 2. And he turns over the ball. Giannis with the chance to win it all right here. Inside, and he gets the dunk to beat Wemby 22-19. And Giannis is moving on to the finals. So in the finals, we have the Mavericks facing the Bucks, Luka Doncic versus Giannis Antetokounmpo. Who do you think's gonna win? Unfortunately, this finals game wasn't close at all. Giannis dominated the entire game and found himself up 20-10. So any basket here from Giannis will win him the game. Passes inside, there's an easy layup for him. And Giannis just completely blows out Luka, winning 22-10. And Giannis and the Bucks are our champions if every team only had 1 player. Let me know if you guys think it would have gone differently. Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out this video right here. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.